Hey YouTube, today we're going to do something very evil and it's going to really freak out a lot of Colt revolver collectors. And what I have here in front of you, I have one of the newer style Colt Pythons. And I've always told you one of the things that I don't like about these is this little barcode here on the bottom of it. We're going to remove that off of here today. We're going to grind it right off the side of it. And it's going to freak a lot of people out how I do this, but this is the beauty of having a stainless steel gun. You can fix anything on a stainless steel gun, and I'll show you. This is the newer style Colt Python. You've seen this before in a few different videos, and what we're going to do is it's got this ugly barcode right here at the top of my thumb, and we're going to attempt to make it look like this is an older Colt Python. We're going to attempt to make it look like this, where it doesn't have anything on it. And what we're going to use here is I have just a Dremel tool. This is a cheaper one from Harbor Freight. I have a couple different attachments here. I have a variety of sandpaper here. I have 200, I have 400, I have 800, and I have 1500. Sandpaper here, and we're gonna step it down all the way to 1500, and then I'm gonna use this Mother's aluminum polish. This stuff is awesome. There's nothing this stuff won't fix. So anyway, and we have a little cup of water here for the wet dry sandpaper and a microfiber towel. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to take this Dremel tool and I'm going to start grinding this thing right off. And I'm going to do my best to do this on camera. I'm not a professional camera person, but I'm going to turn this Dremel tool on here. I'm going to keep the RPMs real low, and I'm just going to start touching it very lightly right where the barcode is. And it's going to take it right off. We're grinding on the side of a Colt Python, folks. All the collectors should go crazy. We need to get a little bit more RPM to this thing. See, we're scratching it up pretty good, folks. There's how we're doing it so far, but we're just going to grind this thing right off. Folks, I would not recommend doing this if you don't feel comfortable that you can polish something out and you've never done anything like this before. If you don't feel comfortable with it, don't do it, because you can actually lose the shape of the metal in the middle of all this. Key is don't hold it in one place too long. Just keep it evenly as you're moving it over the area that you want to polish out. So slowly but surely we're going to remove all these little dots where they made that little stupid barcode on the side of it. I'm going to show you how it's coming along so far. We're getting there. We're close. If this isn't enough to make the white glovers lose their mind, I don't know what is. Taking a Dremel tool beside this gun. Couple more swipes and we'll be good. Folks, we're getting close here. I'm going to show you the progress here. We're getting close. You gotta be real steady with your hand, and don't hold it in one place too long and burn too much of a metal off. You'll create like a crater, and that would be more you have to reshape with the sandpaper. I think we're getting about close enough to where we can do the rest of this with sandpaper, folks. But a couple more swipes here. Alright, let's turn this Dremel tool off and see what we have here. Alright, so we've gotten most of this barcode completely off, and we just ground it off with a Dremel tool and some high-speed sanding. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our first step of sandpaper here. I'm going to use 220 first. I'm going to fold it in half here. You just take a little piece, cut it with a pair of scissors, but dip it in some water. Get it a little damp, and I'm just going to start sanding this area that we just dremeled. Just keep it real smooth, folks. Stay one way and keep it real smooth, and don't sand too much in one area or you'll start creating problems. And you just want to sand right over where you scratched it all up with the Dremel tool. Keep running over it over and over and over. And this is kind of the coarsest paper I'm going to use on this, 220. And just keep doing it until you see the dots starting to disappear. Oh, I know there's going to be a lot of people freaked out over this one here. Everybody's afraid to try stuff, and people think these things are valuable commodities, and you have to keep them in the box. And not fire them and all that stuff. And it's completely wrong, folks. Completely wrong. You can enjoy these things, and if something bothers you, change it. And that's what we're doing here, because that barcode has always bothered me. So I'm going to change it. I'm going to remove it off of here. Just remember, folks, this is your gun. You can do anything you want to it. You're the one that purchased it with your hard-earned money. So nobody's going to tell you what you can or cannot do to it. Now, if you don't feel comfortable doing something to it, I understand. Have somebody else do it. But the fact that you have to leave this thing all original and all that is complete nonsense. It doesn't. If you're buying this thing because you think it's going to gain in value over time, well, you're wrong. It's not going to gain in value. It's like buying a car. It's going to lose value a little bit. Now, it will go up a little bit with the inflation rate, which seems to be running rampant these days. But this is never going to be an investment, folks. Firearms are not an investment. Firearms is something, they're tools, and they're also a hobby. And you do hobbies for fun. You do not do hobbies to make money. So I'm going to give you this general idea here. I'm going to start stepping it down here, but this is where we're at so far. We're come that far. Now we're going to go into the 400 grit sandpaper. We're going to go one step smaller, and we're going to start removing some of those, so the 220 scratches. So we're just going to stay same direction, same area that we worked on here. Just see if we can get the 220 scratches off of it. Now this isn't going to be absolutely perfect. I'm just going to show you on camera. I can refine this down later on when I have more time. I want to keep this as short as I can, just show people you can do this. So this is just removing the 220 scratches. All right, so we're that far along. We're going to step it up a little bit more. We're going to go to 800. We're going to dip the 800 in it, the water, and we're going to, same deal, folks. Just stay even and just move it over the area we just ground on with the Dremel tool. Now there's going to be a little bit of these dots left, and I'm going to go in and correct that when I turn the camera off. But you're going to get the general idea. You can remove these. When I get it perfect, I'll do another video on it and show you what it looks like. But this is where we're coming along here so far. We're that far into it. So we're at 800 grit sandpaper right now. And just keep working it over. Now we're going to go up to 1200. 1200 grit sandpaper. We get it down as fine as we can. And just run that over the same area. Just keep working it and getting all the scratches out of it. It's really kind of simple. Polishing metal is just removing material and smoothing it down. Real simple. We're going to get a 1500. This is the finest I have here is 1500. Same concept. Just run it in the same direction. Don't go too much into one spot. I'm going to dry this up a little bit. See what we got here. Alright, so as you can see, most of the barcode is gone. Now, the way you fix that after you get that far, you're going to take some of your mother's polish here, mother's aluminum polish, just put a little dab on right here. And then you're going to take your Dremel tool. Let me change the tip in it. put a polishing wheel on it. Now, I like to use these Dremel brand polishing wheels. They're just quick connects on the end, because when you're doing a lot of polishing on it, it will wear them out. And you're going to turn this thing on, and you're going to polish the area out with the wheel. And this will remove all the scratches that the sandpaper and the Dremel put on it. And like I said, folks, this isn't going to be perfect, because I don't want to run an hour video on polishing a revolver. But I'm going to show you. We'll wipe this down a little bit. And I'll show you on camera. It's almost all the way gone. There it is. See the glare? There's a little bit left on it. A couple little dots, but you can do it, folks. You can have a Colt Python. You can remove the dots from it and have it, and then polish all your scratches out, and it will look perfect. Now, like I said, this isn't a perfect job, because I wanted to do this as quick as I could on camera, and I'll perfect it out with a little sanding and all that. But there you are, folks. The barcode is pretty much gone now on this Colt Python. So anyway, folks, if you have any questions on how I did this or anything, feel free to ask. I'm gonna get it perfectly removed and polished out and everything, and I'll do a follow-up video on what it looks like after I get it all perfect and everything like that. But I just want to show you folks, you can do this. It's not really that hard. If you don't feel comfortable, I wouldn't recommend taking a Dremel tool to your $1,500 revolver unless you feel confident that you can do it. But stainless steel is very forgiving. You can pretty much fix anything on it. So, have any questions, folks, let me know. And thank you very much for watching my video. I hope I didn't freak out a lot of people out. And you folks have a great day.